some family-friendly Super Auto Pets. This weekly is crazy. I'm being legitimate with you. There have been episodes of the weekly that I've recorded where in the later rounds, the round ends without either side ever attacking. It's maybe the first time, and I, like, occasionally that would happen in the past, but it has happened like regularly to me. Like, I've seen a lot of, like, it's round 15, both squads are running like Lynx, Hawk, Lionfish. Like, it's just, it's endless snipers, man. Anyway, start me up. Also, I have not gotten a 10-piece yet this week, so we're still looking for it. We're looking for it. We're looking for it. How about this? And then, is this crazy? We get to save one because of the magpie anyway. Croc and leopard. I forgot about croc and leopard. Let me be like a perplexed pretender. What if I was confused about each other? What if I said I'm not just another perp? I'm not a big Foo Fighters guy, so I don't even know if that was roughly in tune. Not, well, it's not in tune, that's a given, but it could be like roughly the lyrics. Oh! Okay. Hang on, I think I'm too low in the chair. Because my wrist was getting circumflexed instead of a Sante groove. Coolest French teacher in Canada, be like, just for now, we can call it an Exante Groot. You can remember it because it kind of looks like a tree. It doesn't, by the way, but... Give me a tropical fish. One day we'll do a tier list of the sounds in Super Auto Pets. Because I think there's a case to be made that the tropical fish is up there. I'm gonna go sicko mode on this. You ready for this? It kind of worked. Giraffe is pretty good. Giraffe. Love it. Frieza meat. Ooh. Oh. Chinchillas and gerbils, huh? How to know your run is not going well? Your opponent has chinchillas and gerbils and is still 4-squatted. Which is crazy because one of the animals gives you 2 animals when you buy it. Okay, buy this. I'm selling my 4-5 chinchilla. You served your purpose. I'm buying a lemur and I'm going radio mode. I'm buying bacon and I'm saving 2 gold. I think that the other stud this week, by the way, don't take advice from me because I've literally got 0 10-pieces this week, but the sauce this week is if you can get a clownfish. The clownfish can go crazy. I do think, like, even though you don't have any attack, garlic can do something. Many people would say it has the potential to do the funniest thing of all time. Should you take some of that? I don't really think we need a cucumber on the squad. I would take a salad just to get something in the books here and then keep it running. What is this squad? You piece of crab. You piece of crap, dude! What 2-squatted hippo beats me? Okay, nice radio. We're gonna add you. We're gonna add you. We're gonna forget about the. Actually, buy it. Come on, give me that. Give me that level. I know I want that level. I want my bird. I want my level. We're buying salads. It's typically not a good sign at this stage of the game. By the way, I figured out. If anyone else has the same problem with new Steam, I figured out why I was unable to purchase BattleBit Remastered yesterday. There must be a UI bug, but don't worry. I troubleshot it. You're welcome. When I tried to buy it, I clicked purchase for myself, and it spit me back to the home page with no error message or anything. Here's the problem. I was in Steam Family Mode for some reason. So I had to enter my beep, 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 Steam Family Mode pin to buy Hente Superstars 1991. by exiting family mode. Then when I clicked purchase for myself, it worked. No problem. I have no idea why I have parental controls on in Steam. I get that I have a child, like that's not lost on me. I'm just saying, like, she doesn't really climb up and use my computer, so. Why'd you buy it? Because I'm gonna play it. I heard it was good. Chibli told me it was good. But Chibli's also like a zoomer, so I can't fully trust his opinion on video games. He's gonna tell me to play Honkai Star Rail or something like that. Okay, 4 wins. It's so doable. We start getting chocolate on the next round. It's so doable. I am going to choose to save 3 gold so that we get more gold to work with next turn when chocolate shows up. That's another good bit. Parental controls. But the parental controls, rather than being parental... Just work with me here. The parental controls, rather than being parental controls to stop your kid from, like, watching violent stuff, it's to stop your parents from getting sucked into fake news wormholes on the internet. Hey, think about... Dude, so we got this. We got the Premier League of Fetishes. A guy who... instead of drinking Coke Zero because it tastes like Coke, but it's 0 calories, he gets Coke Zero and then he adds a sugar packet to it, so that it gets twice as sweet as regular Coke, but he gets regular Coke, but he adds a sweetener packet, so it gets twice as sweet as regular Coke, but the same number of calories as a regular Coke. We're getting pretty close to having like a whole episode of a show here. I mean, that's as many good sketches as like the average sketch comedy show has in its entire lifespan, so... You're gone, but you served your purpose for a while, so thank you. We're going mantis shrimp. I'm rolling. It's like too late for that to work, but we're sunk in right now because the stats are so good. Wow, level 2 jellyfish. Must be nice. Must be nice to have a level 2 jellyfish. Boy, I wish I had a level 2 jellyfish. Unfortunately, it's not available to me. It's been gated out of my shop. Never mind. There it is. See? Complaining works. Honestly, if we're going to have any chance, you're going to need that. Huge. Huge. Oh, no, they've also got snipers. But wait, we're so back. We're so back. 5 wins. Okay, that's my new personal best. Sure. Sure. I mean, you can't complain about that. Except I did, and that's why it came to us probably. By the way, they did an assassination on the Tyrannosaurus. End of turn, give all tier 5 friends +2 attack and +1 health. What are they doing with this guy? What did they do? They made him... They massacred my boy. It's so good now. Well, like, maybe. But I only buy tier 4 pets. So, like, what am I supposed to do? Please? We still win these. 6 wins. A new personal best. Doberman Pivot Squad? Doberman's tier 4, though. Okay, honestly, you've served your purpose. Thank you for the level up. Everything else would work, though. Okay, then why call it a Doberman squad? 1 turn of getting coconut armor on a buff Doberman, immediately sell the Doberman. Oh, no, you can still get the coconut armor. It just wouldn't get buffed. I see your point. I see your point. I may disagree with the way you elucidated it. I don't think that's a word, but you know what I'm going for, because language is interesting like that. I'm not looking for elucidate. I'm not looking for eloquent. There's like another word in there. Elocuted? Huge. Elocute? Not electrocute. That's ride the lightning. Insane. We have to do away with insane links who want to destroy the other teams. This is the perfect purchase. Chocolate me. Oh! Insane. I think elocuted is a word. I don't know if I used it properly, but I think elocuted? Elocuted? I think it's a word. I think you're jealous. There's 8 wins. Please. Please. Mantis shrimp levels. The lynx gets even better. My jellyfish is functioning as intended for once. We save 1 gold. Loquacious. I don't think that's what I was going for. Loquacious. Holy cow, we got to 9. What's the word when you're when you exercise the art of brevity? Laconic? Okay, it literally can't get any better right now. Like, this was the best we could have hoped for on Super Lethal. Please. Please. You gotta kill the Spinosaurus, brother! No! 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 Wait, we're still in this? Alright, that feels good. That feels good, we got a 10-piece. It was pretty clean with it too, except for the fact that we were on Super Lethal. I just noticed that these are the eyes up here. I don't know why when it's smaller, I never noticed that these were the eyes. I just thought they were like head stalks or something like that. I guess that's what insect eyes are in a lot of situations. Okay. I mean, I'm not a huge otter guy, but maybe I oughter be. How about like a square handbag? That would describe most of them, I think. He's not even trying? Not even trying, what? To get 10-piece? But I do anyway? What can I say? Sure. No, to make jokes? What are you talking about? Didn't you see the start of the stream? We were popping out. It's the most +2s I've ever gotten before 10 a.m. The Premier League of Fetishes, where... Listen, YouTube's not ready for this one. It's a strong squad, I'll give you that one. How about this? Roll me. We're gonna buy the bacon at some point. We just gotta... I mean, it's gotta be the right time, man. And I hate to do this, because, like, all of these animals are, like, real sell potential, but it's just the situation we're in. It's crazy to me, by the way, Librarian, when you posted the screaming from both Only Up and also the impression that I get by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones, how crazy is it that the lead singer of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones was, like, young? In my head, he's, like, 45 years old, and he looks like the captain of a bowling team. But in the video, he's, like, 23, and he just looks like a young dude. Like, I thought he was old. I guess he was old when I was young. Relative to me, he was old. Okay, well, we're gonna give it the old college try here. He's pushing 60 now? No. Let's run the numbers and see how crazy that is. Pushing 60 now. Mighty Mighty Boss Tones were big in like the mid 1990s. He would have been like 25. He's born in the 60s. He's like 50. He's 58? Holy cow. That's not pushing 60. You're not pushing 60 till you're 62. Anybody joining me on this one? No? Okay. You should go. You should stay. You should bacon. Sorry, it always makes me laugh. Thinking of like the narwhal bacons at midnight and other some such. Oh, man. We lose these. I guess. I think that the buffalo is horrendous this week, but I only have one 10-piece, so what do I know? Certainly seems like we could maybe throw a deer out there temporarily. We gotta worry a little bit about the badger, though, because the badger starts to be... Oh, I should put clownfish fourth. But it starts to become a liability once the snipers come around. Huge. Huge. Chat, what effect does batch size have on regularization? This actually, I'm glad you asked, is a very simple question. The smaller the batch size, the less regularization there is, because you're dealing with a smaller sample size. As batch size increases, it tends to smooth out the variance that you experience due to the law of large numbers, thus leading to higher regularization. You would expect to get similar yields and a lower standard deviation as batch size trends towards infinity, and then the smaller the batch size is, the more aberrant outlier type results you would expect to get over a similar amount of trials. Put another clownfish out here. So close. I'll take it, because I don't even know what domain that is. I was picturing a dude throwing like a bunch of plastic bits into like a melter or something like that. And there's like the batch size is like more melters or more plastic bits. Big deer? Why not? Excuse me, sir? Big badger next turn? Okay, maybe. Thought he was talking about a bunch of cookies. +2. +2 then. Oh, that's bad, but I'll take it. Can you tell that I took some exams? So I forgot you can't say wrote exams, because then people go, were you the teacher? SpongeBob alternating caps and lowercase. Were you the teacher? I took. Nobody ever gets pedantic when you say you took an exam. Where'd you take it? Did you take it home? Did you take it to the Sadie Hawkins dance? It's the same principle. And nobody bats an eye. Can you tell I took some exams in my life where I only knew a surface level veneer of what I had to answer in the question? Some classes, you could get away with kind of, you know, common sensing your answer. Some classes, you could not. Some classes, you write the paragraph of BS, and then the teacher, you get your exam back, and it's like 0 points, and no explanation for why you got 0, and you're like, that's probably fair. Okay, well, you didn't get where we needed you to go. I'm going to take a lynx, and I'm going to try to pivot to either a sniping or a spawning team. But it's tough. At this stage of our lifespan, it's a little tricky. And I think trying to fight for draws might be the best we could get. You see that video of a monkey riding a bicycle? I've seen a few videos in that vein. Oh, you piece of junk. I've seen the video of I think a gorilla riding a tricycle inside of like a gorilla enclosure. Dude, lionfish can go crazy this week. Deal 4 damage to one enemy, repeat for every 10 attack this has. It can go crazy, I'm telling you. me one of those. Nobody's leveling. Ain't nobody got time for this. Remember that? I got 2 life left. I don't think we're worried about a badger anymore. Badger's probably getting sold at some point. Whew. T-Rex and lionfish go crazy this week. Honestly, I didn't think it could happen, but you guys have convinced me that like maybe the T-Rex buff is actually not that bad. I'm so happy with the draw. Sincerely. I honestly think your ass is gone and your ass is out there. And then I'm like, you know what? Maybe this is the right time to get a T-Rex. So forget about leveling the deer for now. We're on a different level. We certainly need a lionfish. And the earlier that shows up in the rotation, the better. And then I think we sell our deer, and we run a T-Rex, and then the T-Rex has some form of scaling. And it scales the whole squad. Except the lynx. Let's go! And then 2 hits, I'll take that. We still probably lose this round, but that's not unexpected on a pivot like this. We just need to not lose the next round. That's a problem. Or is it? Oh! I'll never had to knock on wood. Great song, though. I'm into it, at least. Good sniping. Good sniping. Good sniping. Let's go! Oh. I was just gonna say, watch another T-Rex pop out of there. Unfreeze this. It's tempting. It's tempting to get a... sell a lynx and get another T-Rex out there, but I'm just going for it, man. Are you silly? I'm just gonna send it. Huge. What the hell just happened? Oh, I know what happened. We won. Chocolate. Ah! Luckiest man of all time. Just it never ends, man. It never ends. Oh. Nice pies. Drove the Chevy to the levee. And you won't believe what happened next. We're so back. Chocolate me, chocolate me. It literally, it's so easy. That was the first time we didn't get paid out by like the slot machine. Please. This is like ordained to be a 10-piece. It's still going? It's over for you. Like, yeah, you're toasted. Chocolate? Okay, you're mighty close. You're mighty close. Do you like any of the other Mighty Mighty Boss Tone songs? Sorry. I'm gonna hit you straight up with some realness. I cannot name another Mighty Mighty Boss Tone song except the one that they made in the summer of 2020, which was like, I still have a dream. It's a dream of the America dream. And then they got like, the dude was skanking down the sidewalk while like graffiti made the lyrics that he was singing. And then they got bullied because the song was so bad that they deleted it in like a day. Come on. Chocolate leopard. Or crocodile. Chocolate leopard crocodile. Okay, no, that's fine, that's fine. Whatever. You just made me stronger than you could possibly imagine. Alright, good game. That's a big one. Nothing like lives. So I think lemons would be nice. I actually think that, as insane as this sounds, a cherry at least spawns a dog. If we have mutually assured destruction on the snipes, at least we spawn a unit at the end. Not everything died immediately. That's a new one. Cherry me, cherry me. True. Like, I don't want to buy a tomato because everything dies immediately. I think a pita could go kind of crazy. And then maybe just like a honey as an extra kind of a little ballast. NL, where did him, me, him come from? That's from a little-known movie called Night at the Roxbury, starring Will Ferrell, Chris Kattan, Molly Shannon, Dan Hedaya, Richard Grieco playing himself. Joe Mantegna's actually in that movie. Easiest 10 piece of my life. We're so back. It is kind of a stacked cast. Chris Penn's brother. Chris Penn's brother. Sean, I don't think Sean Penn's in that. It is a stacked movie. Their mom, the Butabi matron, is played by the lady who was the hottie in WKRP in Cincinnati, but I forgot her name. Who plays the hottie in WKRP in Cincinnati? Two eyes. One eye? One eye? Two ends? What the hell? Laurie Anderson! In the 70s, blonde bombshell Lonnie Anderson. Lonnie Anderson shot to fame while playing the smart and sexy receptionist Jennifer Marlowe on the CBS sitcom WKRP in Cincinnati. Can you imagine? 7 p.m., clearing the plates off the dinner table. Hurry up, WKRP in Cincinnati's coming on. I'll be like an extra fun guy. I watched it on Nick at Night. That's where I saw my WKRP in Cincinnati as well. I mean, WKRP, it's got to be, for me, in the late 90s, early 2000s. No, we want bacon. Bacon? Bacon. It's a top-tiered Nick at Night show. I mean, like, by the time I was watching it, stuff like I Dream of Jeannie was, like, way too dated. I watched, like, a shitload of Gilligan's Island as well. I think Gilligan's Island might well be the worst show that's ever been made. It just boggles the mind. The dude was making electric devices out of coconuts. They were making, like, coconut radios and shit like that. Coconut blenders. Like, it's just... It's insanity. I know I feel like Jordan B. Peterson right now, but I'm like, are we expected to suspend our disbelief that the professor could conjure electricity through thin air, merely using the medium of coconut shells? It's simply an insult to the human intelligence, even at the contemporary time. Okay, give me a lemur, and we'll take the radio, because I've typically been taking the garlic press, and it has not been working out, so it must not be the right play. Roll me once. I hate all those animals. Buff a sheep. Put 2 crickets at the front. Maybe 2 crickets can trade with their best unit, and then we go buck wild. But then they got their own sheep. That's a problem. Or is it? Can you explain Gilligan's Island? I'm 14 years old. It's not a hard show to explain. Imagine Lost came out, and then the Wayans brothers made a show that parodied Lost. But then it became so popular that it ran for like 8 seasons. Imagine they made like Stranded movies 1 through 8. And that's basically, from that point onwards, you have Gilligan's Island. 14-year-olds don't know about Lost? They know about, you're familiar with the concept of Lost. If anything, I'm like, you may not know who the Wayans brothers are. Dude, okay, Lost ended in like 2007 or something like that. I'm familiar with shit that happened like 6 years before my birth. That's like being like, oh, he's born in the 80s. He doesn't know who the fucking Bee Gees are. Of course I know who the Bee Gees are. You should be dancing, yeah. Okay, old ass. Be that as it may. I'm rolling. I don't, maybe if with the clownfish, I gotta give you a chance. Son of a... I'm 14. Can you explain the Bee Gees? I don't think I need to explain the Bee Gees to a 14-year-old. Because I think 14-year-olds are more open-minded towards disco than like Gen Xers. If anything, you want an uphill battle, try explaining to someone who's like 41 years old that disco's kind of good and like the Bee Gees go crazy and deserve more respect. And there are people calling the Bee Gees like a one-hit wonder for staying alive, which is crazy. They're not a one-hit wonder. The whole album for Saturday Night Fever was hits. It's one of the best-selling albums of all time. And they got How Deep Is Your Love, You Should Be Dancing, Staying Alive, dozens of other tracks that I can't name. But it doesn't matter. Oh, more than a woman to me. How Deep Is Your Love is a great one. Even if I do get confused sometimes and think that it's the... what the fuck? The Calvin Harris track that Ben Aldis always plays on the Peloton. What's your critical opinion of the Bare Naked Ladies? Speaking frankly, probably the worst band that I really enjoy. They're definitely up there for bands that are not good, I think. It's impossible for me to know how good the Bare Naked Ladies are because my parents bumped every album they ever made from 1991 until about 2000. And I know you're like, stunned with 1 week? No. That was 98. I'm talking they played it all the way up to Maroon. So I was like, I know the deep cuts on like the first 6 albums or something like that. And I don't feel like I can speak objectively about the Bare Naked Ladies. Because the entire Gordon album, I feel like if it came out when I was 15, I would have hated it. Because it's so linked to like the experience of growing up in Ontario in the 90s for me that it brings me back, man. Also, great timing because literally yesterday in the car, Be My Yoko Ono came on. And I was rocking out. And it's not a song that you can really rock out to. I don't think we're fucked yet. I think we're in trouble. I don't think we're fucked yet. Bare Naked Ladies have 2 good songs. Listen, motherfucker. Bare Naked Ladies have more than 2 good songs. On Gordon alone, you got Enid, Be My Yoko Ono. Maybe if I had $1 million, hasn't aged well simply because of inflation. But anyway, it's a catchy song at the very least. Then Born on a Pirate Ship, the second album. It was a sophomore slump. Nobody could disagree with that. But Shoebox is still a good song featuring Stephen Page's inimitable vocals. Then I forget which album is third, but at some point you end up with Light Up My Room, one of the few Ed Robertson-led songs I actually enjoy. The Old Apartment is a classic. In a Nutshell, Life in a Nutshell. I mean, I'm trying to think of what the hell. Pinch Me, well, it's okay. I don't like when he says, it just made you say underwear. I don't like when jokes make it into songs, because if you listen to the song 100 times, it's probably not going to hit the same way every single time, but... Anyway, what was I talking about? There's no question. You have to go links. Snipers rule this weekly. And that's fun. That's fun. But we need more. We need shop luck. I have 2 clownfish. I was going to say, there's like 100 animals that could, like, gas me up here. You got 1 week. You got it's all been done. You got alcohol. You got tonight is the night I fell asleep at the wheel. They got some bops. They got humor of the situation. But Gordon goes hard, man. Gordon goes hard. Brian, I forgot about Brian Wilson. That might even be the best of them. Not to quote the Foo Fighters again. Hey, give me some animals that aren't fucking dog shit, please. I guess I should take my level up. No, I'm going to wait one more round. Because they should give me animals that are dog shit. Thank you. Appreciate that. Anyway, that's how I feel about the Bare Naked Ladies. I think they probably are bad, but I can't access the objective part of my brain when I listen to the Bare Naked Ladies. Start here. Walrus could help us out. Let's go here. I'm honestly not that sold on the Mantis this week. We could run for like a Spinosaurus build instead of a sniper build. You know what? Let's do it just to mix it up. We've been running snipers like nonstop. Give me Spinosaurus, which means we're going to sell a Lynx. We're going to buy a Mantis. We're probably going to sell a Beaver. We need the right unit for it. That's kind of crazy. I've been thinking maybe. Got to get you out of my mind. What did I say about Mantis? I forgot. Walrus, Mantis, whatever. Same shit in some such ways. Mantis, MCU, I'm pogging. Should probably level the Spinosaurus now that I think about it, but it's too late. I've already seen everything. And I ride my bike on the grass. You know what I saw this weekly that blew my mind? I went up against an opponent's squad. They had... I don't know why I feel like I have to add, and I quote. They had a tapir in front of 2 lionfish. That did not go well. So that when the tapir died, it guaranteed that it became a lionfish. And then the 3 lionfish just cooked me with their feint effects. And it got me thinking. I was like, that's pretty clever. I probably used this team name about 15 times. Strong squad there. Strong squad. I've been losing my mind watching those Q remastered videos, but at least he's self-aware that he doesn't get it. If you're gonna be bad at, like, games, or anything, I guess, it pays to, like, know your place. Because I feel like if you're self-aware and you know that it's not your strong suit, you can find some humor in it. The only other option is you start getting mad at the game. And that never looks good. Unless the game actually is ass. But you don't want to be the guy that, like, can't figure out a puzzle. And then it's like, why would they design it like this? This is ridiculous. Like me going to r/Steam and wondering why it's all about vapor instead of trying to troubleshoot my actual issue. What about Sips? I don't know. Sips is really funny when he gets mad. I'm gonna try to get the worm to level up. I'm not funny when I get mad. I just get like a little quieter and I'm like annoyed. The Sips, when he gets mad, it's like, it's humorous. Hey, have you watched The Bear yet? Thanks for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I could get fucking 2 wins on every run for the rest of the game, and I would be stoked because we got our 10 pieces. Okay, now I know you're like, well, if you bought the worm, you gotta buy the apple. I'm not buying a 2-cost 1/1 apple in a realm where salads exist for 3, okay? So the whole point of getting the worm is the idea that possibly in the future we could level up the worm. Now, you're fucking out. You're in. I would also love to buy a hawk for the record. Well, how much? You do 7? You're gonna do 7. Okay, you're better. I would love to get a hawk as well. We're gonna need another level up for that to happen. Doesn't seem too likely right here. You know what? We lost on our last round. Give me a sell. I think it's reasonable to assume we may lose on this round as well. Maybe it's not a horrendous snail. Two hawks. Strong looking team you got there. I'm gonna be on lethal. When are you gonna watch it? Season 2's out in 2 days. I will not be watching Season 2 of The Bear. I haven't seen Season 1 of The Bear yet. Maybe. Maybe. A show being good isn't enough anymore. A show being great isn't enough anymore. It has to be... The entire season has to be less than 90 minutes long. Not for you. You could do whatever you want. For me, the entire season has to be less than 90 minutes long. We gotta win! And it has to be on a service I'm already logged into. Okay, I'm going to level up, and I know you don't get the effect anymore, but I wanted the higher tier unit, and I can't believe this. I'm buying a turkey, which is inevitably going to get sniped. How about one of these? I think there's nothing. I think we're insanely cooked. Not a hippo, though. Just not a hippo. And then the bee is going to go crazy on you? We win these. I can't believe it. 2 wins. Your ass is super gone, even though you had that honey. Links me, please. Now, I know the goat could possibly work. It's just not my tempo here. I mean, this is psychotic, but... We're going to roll front hawk. We're halfway between a sniper build and a spawning build with nothing to show for it. Nice scorpion. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. All right, well, honestly, we just didn't have a good team. That's fair enough.